Welcome back from my home, my kitchen, and my heart. This is Fast Where the Flavor's At, and again, I'm joined with people who I absolutely love. Let's make Bolognese, all right? I've been hearing a lot of requests for Bolognese. Now, Bolognese is a very personal thing. There's a lot of things you can do to make your Bolognese yours. Classically, it's the sofrito, the trilogy, the Holy Trinity. We call it so many things. Mirepoix, sofrito with 1 T if you're Spanish, sofrito with 2 T's if you're Italian. Celery, carrot, and onion, essential to any really great sauce. Classically, it is equal parts of veal, pork, and beef. I'm going for more of a porky flavor, so I'm opting to use veal, pork, and pork sausage. And to add just one more little element of pork, I'm adding a little diced pancetta, as I just can't resist pancetta in anything I do. The other thing I add to this dish that I don't see typically in recipes is I like a little bit of an earthiness. I love my Bolognese to have some, feel the dirt, feel the earth. So I've got some chopped mushroom stems. I actually like the stems. I feel they're a little more woodsy, offer a little bit more earthiness. So we're gonna go ahead and just get those right into the pan with a couple spoons of olive oil. And we'll get, again, the pancetta to release its flavors. The mushrooms to cook down. Just kind of create a base of flavor here. Angel, would you pour me a half cup of milk for the very end of this dish? All right. So we're going to cook that down. We're going to turn up the heat. I did the last dish we made. And again, get a little crisp, get that pancetta to release, render some of the fat, and cook some of the moisture out of the mushrooms and really kind of get that earthiness going. All right, from there, I'm gonna add, again, the Holy Trinity. Carrot, onion, and celery. I got about 2 ribs, maybe 3 ribs of celery, 1 full carrot, and 1 medium-sized onion. Into the pan we go. And we'll cut that down. Here you want to cook about 5-6 minutes. You want to get the vegetables, the aromatics, to just start to soften up and release their aromas and their flavors. Work itself well in with everything else that's in the pot. And you could do this in either a large saute pan or a Dutch oven type pot, whatever you are most comfortable using. Something that will give you a lot of surface heat so you can get things equally cooked. All right. Another couple of minutes, and let's go ahead. I don't have too much dead air here, so we're going to go ahead and add our meats. I'm going to try to break it up a little bit by hand. Forgive, I swear I just washed them. And the sausage. This might be too small for what I want to do, but that's all right. So this is going to take probably the most time in the whole dish, aside from once it's completely done, because you let it cook slowly for a while once all the ingredients are in. But here you want to really get a good brown on the meat. So I've got my heat up. All right, I'm going to try to break this meat up in with the sofrito as best I can. And we're going to get this nice and browned. Okay, we're back. We've got a nice little brown on the meat. I'm going to throw in some chopped garlic, some minced garlic I took care of over here. I'll mix that in, not too much, just a little. Just a little. Like I said, a lot of moving parts of this dish, but believe me, it all comes together beautifully. I'm going to put in a heaping tablespoon of tomato paste. And I'll get that mixed in real good with everything. Amazing what this little bit of tomato paste will do for the richness of the sauce when it's all done. Distribute that all around. I'm going to turn it down just a little at this point. Before you're gone, let's get it on. I'm singing songs from the birdcage for some reason. I have no idea.
Did you recently watch it?
I guess there was a few days I noticed it was on, but I didn't watch it. But it was on. I just was breezing through.
You're a showman.
I guess. All right. Okay. So from there, we're gonna hit it with some red wine. I love Anytime I use wine to cook, it's most likely going to be the same wine I'm going to drink with it. We're drinking or mixing with, pouring it to the pan. Lignum Red Blend from Sicily. It's a beautiful blend of Merlot, Cabernet, and Syrah. I have the joy and privilege of representing it here. And just, again, kind of bring all this together. Keep working your meat, breaking that meat down, beat that meat down. Oh, one got away. My meat got away. Careful. We'll get that later. All right. From there, we're going to add a little bit of veal stock. I'm sorry, I have some fresh veal, homemade veal stock here. I'm going to put about a half a cup in, again, just to add to the flavors. And maybe just a little bit more. There we go. All right, I'm going to let that cook down just again. All these things coming together to create a sauce. I don't like a messy stovetop. Drives me crazy. All right. So that's all there. All right. Then we're going to add San Marzano tomatoes. Now, typically a recipe calls for a 28-ounce can. I like to use just a little bit less than that. And I'm also going to add in a sprig of fresh sage, some fresh thyme, and a couple of bay leaves. Just, you know what? Let's just go with the recipe. What did I type it up for if I'm not going to use it? If I can't print something for you to follow and then break the rule, it's not fair. All right, so we're going to mix this thoroughly. All right, so what happens from here is this is going to cook down. All the flavors are going to combine and create a nice, rich, meaty sauce. Once this sauce is done, there are multiple applications for it. A couple of my favorites. I'll use this when I make arancini. I'll use this in my rice balls. I love it with just a simple dish of pasta, which we're going to actually have today. And then it's the classic Bolognese that I like to use when I make my homemade lasagna. So we let this cook down a good, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes. Just sort of slowly cook on medium heat. Let all the flavors, let all the juices sort of kind of intensify. And at the very end, and this is optional. I mean, some people don't like the addition of anything as far as milk. If you want it to be a little bit of a creamier sauce, at the very end, add a little bit of milk. This is just a half cup. You pour that in, and it just kind of creates more of a creaminess to the sauce. And again, let it sit for a little while, let it slow cook, and you're done. Come back in just a little bit. We're going to put a little plate together of Bolognese with some fowl di pasta, some Galbani ricotta double cream, and finish it with this little fresh shaped Parmesan Reggiano. See you in just a few minutes. Thanks. Okay, we're back. The sauce has been cooking for hours through the magic of television. We have been cooking this sauce for hours. You can see it's all been reduced down. You see those wonderful, the meat's all nicely cooked. That little hair of fat, olive oil on top, just wonderful flavor. So what are we gonna do with it? For today, let's just do something real quick and easy. I've pre-cooked some fowl di pasta. Got a nice little pan there with a little bit of olive oil just to kind of loosen it up. Fowl is one of my favorite pastas. All right, just a little heat on there, and let's get some sauce. Let's get some sauce on it. Let's sauce it. Let's sauce it. Never want to over sauce anything. This idea of pasta is to have the sauce just gently kiss each strand or noodle, or always like a kiss on the noodle, don't you? Isn't it? It's always such a treat. Who doesn't like a kiss on their noodle? Honest to goodness. Yes, we're starting 22 a little blue, but in a good way. Just throw a little bit more on there, and that's it. Simple. All right, plates. camera action. Turn everything on. Lock. There we go. Round and round she goes. Just a little bit, just a little. Don't want to send you all home with belly aches. Honey, could you take the ricotta that's behind me and put a little spoon on each? That's my girl. Thank you, Galvani, for your wonderful double cream ricotta. We're always grateful. A little bit more of that. There you go. Working it. What a team. What a team. All right. It's snowing. It's snowing. Gotta love snow. Last but not least, just a touch of green.
Talk about your herbs.
Yeah, I always have dried herbs. I grow basil and flat leaf parsley. I always like to have dried herbs. I use them in my breadcrumb mixture with my cutlets. There we go. And it's as simple as that. There you go. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There you are, my dear.
Thank you. Beautiful.
There we go. Now, again, my dish for me would be all 5 of yours plus another. Everything that's in this pan, essentially, when it comes down to it. So yeah, just a simple little pasta bolognese. We're gonna get a little bit more creative with this bolognese in the next episode, so hopefully you won't leave. I always said I hate to be continued. It's on TV shows, but to be continued. We're coming back with the next episode to make a traditional lasagna bolognese made with fresh pasta, bechamel, and we'll talk about that next week. But for now, for all of you, enjoy. Buon appetito. I got wine this time.
Yay.
Cheers.
Salud.
Salud, salud, salud. Where's yours? Oh, share. Kevin, always behind the camera. Thank you so much. God bless everybody. I hope everybody enjoys. Buon appetito. Thank you all for being here. What's the name of the show?
That's where the flavor's at.
And don't you forget it. See you next time. Ciao.